Hi there, it's Crypto. Okay, so today is an important day for those people who are into ZoidPay and kind of everything to do with the Elrond blockchain, because today we are going to begin to be able to farm for ZoidPay and a new token called WAND. If you look at this infographic that Edward put here, it's like all you need to know about ZoidPay farms. So there's going to be two farms. There's going to be one to farm ZoidPay and one to farm WAND. And for those who are familiar with the kind of MyRDEX or the MultiversX DEX, as it's called now, you can probably equate this to like WAND is going to be like the LKMEX kind of token, and ZoidPay is more like the eGold, if you like. But what we need to do is we need to create liquidity pairs with eGold and ZoidPay to be able to farm this stuff. Now the farms aren't live yet. It's midday on February the 1st. It's supposed to happen today. And one of the things that Edward promised was what he called obscene APYs. So for example, in the ZoidPay farm, you're going to be getting 30% APY, second month 20% APY, and third month 15% APY. By the way, if you actually stake in my shopping pool farm, you get 17% APY forever anyway. The WAND farm looks more interesting to me because you get these like crazy APYs, but you do need a lot of LP tokens to get this. Now at the moment I think I've got enough to get into the 100% one, which is okay, but I'd really love to be in the 700% one, but to do that I'd need to find about another $11,000 from somewhere. It might happen with a Bitcoin trade later on today. I don't know. It depends which way the FOMC meeting goes. But I'm kind of hoping that I'll be able to pull out some profit from that, buy some eGold, swap some of it into ZoidPay, and then get into this higher tier, because it'd be lovely to get 700% APY. Some things to note here. It says your LP tokens will be locked for 30 days. That's okay. There's an unbonding period of 10 days. Okay. Rewards can be unlocked entirely only after 12 months. That's probably important to bear in mind. Rewards harvested between 6 to 12 months will carry an unlocking fee of 50%. Okay, that's a bit like the LKMEX thing that we've seen already, but not as bad because it's not as long. All features launched in the WAND ecosystem will allow farm participants to use their locked rewards. Now that interests me a lot because I think I'll be able to use that to recharge my NFTs and thus provide more utility to my shopping pool. So that is predominantly what I'm interested in. Now if you're unfamiliar with the MyRDEX or the MultiversX DEX, which is now called X Exchange, if you're not familiar with that, there is probably a bit of a learning curve, to be honest. Today I want to look at the X Exchange. If you don't know anything about this, you can come here and then read the X Exchange 2.0 paper, and it might give you a clue what it's all about. But for the moment I'm just going to log in using my MyR app on my phone. I have to use the legacy version because the other one doesn't work, which is slightly annoying, and this one keeps disconnecting all the time, which is really quite annoying as well. So what I need to do is to make sure I've got equal amounts of eGold and ZoidPay. So at the moment I've got kind of $132 worth of ZoidPay there, and I've actually got $13,828 worth of eGold. Actually, I just remembered I've got some in metastaking that I can remove. Yeah, there's 2,000 here, so let's take that out. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Okay, let's go back to liquidity. So it's ZoidPay, eGold. Okay, add. And then maximum eGold, that. My eGold balance is 168. That's all cool. That's good. Let's go for that. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so now if I was to look at liquidity, I can see that there. So I've got this ZoidPay eGold, which is worth $14,000. So that's all cool. So now I just need to wait for the farm to go live, and that's actually on the ZoidPay site. So if you go to wand.zoidpay.com, and I guess it's going to be here soon. I'll come back when it's live. Okay, so it's 12:32 now. It's still not live. So I guess they're probably hanging on till the US is kind of mostly awake. So we're probably looking at something more like, say, like 2:30, I reckon, for going live. Just have a quick look at this infographic here. So, did you know you can boost your farming APYs with a Zoid NFT? Which is really cool, so I will be doing that, that's for sure. So I suppose if I boost it by 50%, I'm going to be getting 150%, so that's good. I add liquidity to the ZoidPay-EGLD pair on X exchange. Okay, I've done that. Use the ZoidPay wrapped eGold LP tokens on our staking portal. Okay, so that's what we're waiting for. So the one utility gives access to farms, access to staking, access to experimental features, e.g. loans, mutate any NFT from the ZoidPay universe. That sounds interesting. Trade on the DEX, participate in the launch pad, voting and governance. Okay. I'm particularly interested in the idea of being able to do things to NFTs, maybe give them more utility. I'll just have to wait. It might make sense if I post this video now, because then anyone who wants to do this can set up their LP tokens for eGold and ZoidPay over in the X exchange. That's probably what I should do. In other news, now I did update the Telegram group this morning. I basically said, so the FOMC meeting's today, and it'll either be good or bad news. I think most people think it's going to be good. So, but what normally happens is you see like a dump and a pump, usually, or a pump and a dump, something like that. You definitely see some volatility. So at the moment, what I've done, I've set a buy order down at 22,737. I think that'll be okay. I'm now wondering if I should have gone a bit lower, to be honest. Let's just have a look at the chart. So that's where the entry is, that blue line there. Because I'm going to expect something, like that maybe. But at the same time, it could just equally as well go like that and then like that. That could happen as well. If that happens, I'll just have to work out what I'm going to do with the trade. Because overall, I think that the trend is up. So if it does come down, then I would expect to bounce lower down. So in that case, what I'd probably use is the other half of the capital that I've got in the trade. Use that and add to the position. Now that isn't a recommended way to trade, but I think that's what I'm going to do. At the moment I've got the trade set on 10x leverage. I might lower that to 5, but I don't think the news is going to be that big. I think it's all kind of what we're expecting. It won't be as violent as some of the other moves we've seen recently. But what do I know, eh? Anyway, whatever I do, I will update in the Telegram channel. So if you're not a member of that, go over to savewith.crypto.org/TG. The other thing is, a lot of people probably watched that Martini guy's show last night where he was talking about his next 100x altcoin, which was Daffy Protocol. And a few people have asked me where you can get Daffy from. The thing is, with anything like this, the easiest thing to do is just to go to coinmarketcap.com. Just look for the ticker you're looking for there. So it's Daffy. Okay, it's Daffy Protocol. And then you can see the information about it there. And if you go to markets here, it will say that you can get it on Uniswap, Gate.io, Ascendex, QuickSwap, LA Token, OpenOcean. I already had an Ascendex account, so I just moved some USDT over to Ascendex and I bought some there. I didn't go too crazy. I bought about $5,000 worth of Daffy at pretty much the current price, which is just over 3 cents. Now, Jordan was saying he thinks it might go to $1 one day. If that's the case, then happy days. That's a 30x for me. So that would turn my $5,000 into 60 grand, which is a nice chunk of money, isn't it? So that could happen, might not, but we'll see. I've got a referral link for Ascendex, which gets you something. I'm not quite sure what. I think all the bonuses are quite rubbish over there. But what I'll do one of my famous redirects. So it will be savewithcrypto.org/Ascendex. Okay. So that will get you to the referral link, and that will get you something extra. I mean, it's always worth using someone's referral link. So you may as well use mine. And thank you for that. A friend of mine was saying he was using Coinbase Wallet for it. Do be aware that it's actually Coinbase Wallet and not Coinbase.com. So it's not the actual exchange you're using their kind of DeFi wallet. So I think you probably need Ethereum to swap into DeFi if you do that. And if you do that when it's quite volatile, just look out for your slippage, because I know if you set the slippage high, then you can end up paying more than you want to for it. But I don't have a lot of experience of that, but I'm guessing it works in a similar way to what the X Exchange DEX does. But I think if you know how to use Uniswap, I think you'll probably find the Coinbase wallet is very similar. I've never used it myself, but if anyone has, please leave a comment and just say any issues you've had with it or any advice for it. I think you need Ethereum though to do anything with it. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because nothing seems to be happening right now, so I think it might be more useful to have this video so you can prepare for it if you want to do this. If you're going to do anything, just give the video a like anyway, and make sure you're subscribed, all that good stuff. Leave a nice comment, and above all, tell your friends.